Welcome to the appendix, where we read the primary sources of the past so the present can be better understood. Today's primary source, the Concord Town Meeting, demands a constitutional convention. Resolutions of the Concord Town Meeting, October 21st, 1776. As early as May 10th, 1776, Congress had passed a resolution advising the colonies to form new governments, such as shall best conduce to the happiness and safety of their constituents. The actual transformation of colony into Commonwealth, however, was a task that challenged the talents of the wisest statesmen. How could governments be established in harmony with the principles of the Revolution? How could the theory that government originates with the people be transformed into reality? The first suggestion of the method eventually perfected by Americans, the Constitutional Convention, came from the town of Concord. The advice of the Concord Town Meeting, however, was not followed in the construction of the first Massachusetts Constitution. Not until 1779 did Massachusetts work out a system in harmony with the Concord Resolutions. At a meeting of the inhabitants of the town of Concord, being freely and 21 years of age and upwards, met by adjournment on the 21st day of October 1776, to take into consideration a resolve of the Honorable House of Representatives of this state on the 17th of September last, the town resolved as follows. Resolve 1. That this state being at present destitute of a properly established form of government, it is absolutely necessary should be immediately formed and established. Resolve 2. That the Supreme Legislative, either in their proper capacity or in joint committee, are by no means a body proper to form and establish a constitution or form of government. Following. First, because we conceive that a constitution in its proper idea intends a system of principles established to secure the subject in the possession and enjoyment of their rights and privileges against any encroachments of the government. Part 2. Because the same body that forms a constitution have a consequence, a power to alter it. 3. Because a constitution alterable by the Supreme Legislative is in no security at all to the subject against any encroachment of the governing part on any or on all of their rights and privileges. Resolved, third, that it appears to this town highly necessary and expedient that a convention or Congress be immediately chosen to form and establish a constitution by the inhabitants of the respective towns in this state, being free and of 21 years of age and upwards, in proportion as the representatives of this state formerly were chosen. The convention or Congress not to consist of a greater number than the House of Assembly of this state heretofore might consist of, except that each town and district shall have liberty to send one representative, or another as shall appear meet to the inhabitants of this state in general. Fourth, the convention or Congress have formed a constitution, they adjourn for a short time and publish their proposed constitution for the inspection and remarks of the inhabitants of this state. Resolved, fifthly, that the Honorable House of Assembly of the state be desired to recommend it of the state to proceed to choose a convention or Congress for the purpose above said as soon as possible. Concord, October the 22nd, 1776. Thank you for joining us for our primary source today on the appendix. We will see you in the stacks.